What's going on, guys? Kaylee here, and welcome back to the Honeystead. We're giving all of our pigs a little bit of alfalfa and orchard grass. A lot of people are like, what, you feed your pigs hay? But they really enjoy it, and it's really good for them. Hi. Hi, Weedles. Which one are you? I know, you're so cute. Are you a boy or are you a girl? Oh, you're a sweet little girl. Look at you. Oh, my goodness. So, that's one of the special announcements that we have to share with you guys. So the other day, one of our sows farrowed, which she did a very good job this go around. All in all, we had 10 piglets. 9 did survive, 1 was stillborn. That does sometimes happen. These piglets that we have are Mangalista Berkshire Cross, and she is such a phenomenal mother. That's one of the things that I really love about the mangas, is their genetics that they have to be good mothers is what we're looking for. We've raised a few different breeds here on our farm, but I really enjoy the feralness of the mangas. Now, we have crossed them mainly because the mangas do take a little bit longer. They are truly one of my favorite pigs though, but given the situation and the circumstances that a lot of people are experiencing with food shortages and that scary worry of will we have, the what ifs, all of that and above, my husband and I felt that it would be a smarter decision to go ahead and cross our pigs so the genetics of the Berkshire will actually allow the piglets to grow a little bit faster, and we'll have a pretty substantial yield of meat for our family and for our customers as well. I have one more girl that is bred that's probably going to be due here in the next couple of months. And with a pig, this is what's really interesting. When you breed a pig, it takes exactly 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days for your sow, which a sow is already a pig that has already farrowed. Farrowed is a term that we use, that's birthing. It takes exactly 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days for your mama pig, let's just say that, to farrow, to have her piglets. So if you guys are ever wanting to breed your own pigs, make that mental note. It really doesn't take long for a sow or a gilt. We're gonna have a full-on pig terminology lesson. A gilt is a female pig that has not farrowed, that has not had babies. A sow is a female pig that has farrowed. And if we're talking about terminology, a boar is a male pig that still is completely intact, if you get my drift. And if they're not intact, if they have been castrated, then they're called a barrow. So, little pig terminology lesson for you, being that I know a lot of you guys follow me because of my bees and my herbalism, but I, at one point, and I still consider myself this, a fancy pig farmer. So. This whole line right here is our alley that we use when we go to feed our animals. We've got our cows on one side, we've got our pigs on the other, and then obviously we have our trail down the middle. My husband and I ran water and electric all the way to these pastures when we first started designing our homestead, because none of this was here. We had no fencing whatsoever on either side. And I wish, I truly wish I would have started documenting our story with you guys from the beginning, because it was definitely a documentable experience. Sometimes I look back at it, and I did take pictures, but I never really did videos to share with you guys. This whole area was starting to kind of get overrun with a lot of the brush. So we thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and close off the alley from both sides and just allow the goats in here to do the work. And boy, they cleaned it up, and I didn't have to do it. Yesterday we got a good bit of rain. That was so completely needed, and we are so thankful for all of this rain. And I know that there are so many people who are in need of rain as well, and boy, I hope that you guys get it, because our land just needed all of this rain. The pigs are quite happy though, I will admit. They are very much in love with all this mud. And actually, oh, Mama's got her babies out. Let's go see. I absolutely love babies on the homestead. I have gotten my hands on them, and I think we got like a pretty equal amount of males and females. So we'll probably be castrating in the next, probably gonna do it in about a week, maybe even sooner. I typically do all the castrations here on our homestead. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, there are vets that will come out and do it for you. But this is something that, you know, we don't need a lot of boars, so we do castrate. It also helps keep our breeding cycle and management pretty controlled. It's just part of homesteading. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys did so good. Thank you so much for cleaning up. Okay. You guys did a good job. Now you can go back into the pasture. Okay? Okay. Reba. What you doing, Miss Reba? Where's that baby of yours, huh? Where's that baby of yours? Excuse my very loud goats in the background. While we were over here, oh, there's my coconut. Hi, baby coconut. While we were over here, I looked down. Don't fog up my camera. Don't fog up my camera. Ugh, you just snatted on me. While we were over here, I was letting my goats out. I wanted to show you guys. You're such a brat. I wanted to show you guys an edible weed that grows in this area, and I'm sure it grows in many other areas around. But this is called lamb's quarter right here. Pretty much everything is edible on this plant. The leaves, flowers, and stem. The seeds are also edible. They do. Gosh, you're so loud. The seeds contain a saponin, which is like a soap-like substance, so you can eat it, but not in excess amount. But if you are ever in need, it's got a spinach-like texture, a little bit nutty. It's really good. You can make soup out of it. This grows all around here. It's one of those weeds that tend to grow after you till up your garden. And why destroy it? Why ruin it? It's a weed, it's growing, but it is edible. You can make a delicious soup out of it. Again, lamb's quarter. And I'll put the scientific name. I don't know it off the top of my head like I should. Maybe I'll go into detail in another video about lamb's quarter. Good foraging pine. Where are you going? Where are you going, Mama Chicken? So, because we are a homestead, we do need to have male pigs with our female pigs. We do need to have roosters with our hens. We do need to have the ability to save seeds. We do need to have the ability to plant. We do need to have the ability to have a sustainable opportunity for our homestead. So right now I am without a bull. And that's one area where I'm kind of like, oh, you know, we sold our bull because he just needed more. He needed more females. My husband and I made the decision to go ahead and let him go to a bigger farm where there was quite a bit of females. And that's one decision that I don't necessarily, gosh, you're so loud. That's one decision that I don't necessarily regret. But we are going to have to start looking. We are going to have to keep our eye open for an opportunity to have a bull or borrow a bull, rent a bull, whatever the case. The calves that I have one steer, which I know I shared with you guys when he was born. And then we also have a sweet little heifer that we're going to be growing up. I did put my cows back in with my bull. Hopefully he was able to breed them prior to him going off to a field full of beautiful heifers. So hopefully I've got my fingers crossed. And if my 2 cows are bred, they will probably deliver like November, December timeframe, which for here, that's not that bad. In all honesty, our winters don't really start getting bad until late December, early January. But let me introduce you officially to some of the newest members. I'm sure you can hear them in the background. You are such a good mama. So I gave this beautiful girl, honestly, I don't even know how many babies we have in here right now. But I gave her a handful of eggs, and all of them but 3 hatched. So I'm going to see if you're not getting out yet. You're still you're still in like mommy ward. You're still in the maternity ward. You've got to stay here because that rooster, you're not going quite yet. I'm thinking I have about 13 or 14. Let's see. It's too hard to count them because they're all over the place. Regardless, she is a heck of a mama. You show them. That is another lesson that I've learned on our homestead when it comes to the regenerative aspect. Now I have an incubator and I could easily throw in a handful of eggs and incubate them out, and it takes 21 days on average for a baby chick to hatch. But in all honesty, they can hatch as early as 18 days, which a lot of those guys actually did hatch at 18 days. But when it comes to the regenerative aspect of a homestead, I will forever keep a chicken breed that is notorious for going broody. And so that girl right there, she is a pure Cochin that I am absolutely in love with. I did share my heartfelt story with you guys about how I'm really not sure how many more years I'm gonna have with her. She doesn't lay anymore, but she still sits on eggs and she still wants to be a mama. And so for me, she is more valuable here on our homestead as my broody mom versus not having her at all. She's fed my family for years, and we have, I truly love that hen. So I shared with my husband that I will be in the market for at least 2 or 3 more Cochins. Because I do really love the fact that they tend to go broody every year. It is like clockwork. I know exactly when she wants to be a mama, and so that's when we give her eggs and let her do her thing. She still has a very valuable purpose here on our homestead. I could easily throw a bunch of eggs in the incubator and have a whole lot of baby chicks running around, but I don't want to. I will if I have to, but that is not something that I necessarily want to do. Between the garden, homesteading, and all of that, again, when it comes to genetics, pick the breeds that you want based off of their traits. I want mothers that will mother. I love the fact that my pig will want to hurt you if she thinks that you are going to get close to the piglets. We learn to respect that. My kids are educated enough to know that when a mama pig has her babies, you don't mess with a mama pig. I've shared with you guys in the past that, I'm sorry, that phrase, you know, be a mama bear. No. Mama bears have nothing on a mama pig. But the same thing goes with a chicken. You want genetics that are going to be good. You know, you want to be able to know that that chicken will raise up babies and rear them up, and you really don't have to do anything. And to my current fellow homesteaders, what are some of your favorite breeds that you have, whether they're pigs or chickens or cows or even goats? I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys raising? And tell me why you love them. And as always, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old. Bye guys.